How to Choose a Career Without Even Trying by Piri Clemmer of Springwood, 27777. Narrated by Janine Penfold. My mother had long held a vision for me which would tie in with her fantasy for the future. It was 1947. Time for me to leave school. I had just finished the intermediate certificate, which was the culmination of 9 years at boarding school. I was about to turn 15. I had no idea what sort of work I could possibly choose. My schooling was basic. Lots of religious instruction and prayer, but not much else. Women were not expected to have a career. In my world, they either married and produced many children or joined the convent. So, what do you want to do? This from my mother. I want to stay at school. What for? My father chimed in. There is no point. You will only get married. Just look at your sister. Look what happened to her. Dux of the year, scholarship to uni and all. Threw it in after 1 year, married, and now expecting a 4th kid. You haven't done as well as her at school. Good job you're pretty. His voice trailed away. What's that got to do with it? I asked. He looked down at his fidgeting fingers and failed to reply. I hung my head. All right. I think I'll join the convent. I don't think so, dear, my mother chimed in. As an ardently religious person, I thought you would love that. My father was nodding. How come they were agreeing? They never agreed about anything. I know, my mother feigned a sudden enlightenment. There is a popular hairdressing salon in Sydney, advertising for an apprentice. I have been in touch with them and set up an appointment for next week. What? Hairdressing? I don't want to be a hairdresser. I think you would be good at it. Mother had beautiful hair, and to keep it that way, she visited the local salon every week. She had forged a friendship with the very successful mother and daughter team that operated it. She had obviously formulated the idea that we could do the same. I could do the work, and she would manage it and collect the money. Look, why don't we just go in and see what this apprenticeship is all about? It won't hurt to do that. Dad nodded again. Okay. I didn't have an alternate plan. They had me cornered, so I agreed. Reluctantly. We caught the train into the city, an adventure in itself. My mother was dressed in her best outfit, the one she wore to church. I wore my about-to-be-redundant school uniform. On our arrival, we were shown into a private cubicle. As we waited, I was overcome by the sound and smells of this exotic place. Distant laughter, whirring hairdryers, phones ringing, perfumed air. This was far from the little suburban mum and daughter outfit. This was glamorous. I sat up a bit straighter as the curtain moved and the owner, Mr. Robert, slid into the room. He was tall and lean, with smoothly oiled hair. He threw me a cursory glance and then turned his attention to Mother. How old is she? Before I found my voice, my mother replied, 14 years and 10 months. Ah, as he produced a gold cigarette case from his pocket. Leaning close, he offered her one. She took it. With a deft gesture, he produced a matching gold lighter. With one hand shielding the flame, he leaned close again. Rocking back in the swivel chair and in a fake French accent, What school did she attend? My mother answered. Ah, a very good education. I wondered how the hell would he know? He produced a notebook from another pocket. You've guessed it, the notebook had a gold cover. All this matched the thick chain vying for attention amongst the dark hairs visible through his shirt, which had a couple of open buttons. I was mesmerised. A few more questions, and then we were escorted to the lift. With his hand under Mother's elbow, he murmured, "I have a couple more interviews, but it is looking very good." She smiled and nodded. I hadn't said a word. A final, gentle touch on her back, and we were whisked down to reality on the street. Later, as we settled into a small coffee shop, my mother produced an enamelled compact, gazing into the mirror as she applied a fresh slick of scarlet lipstick, and speaking to no one in particular. In a dreamy voice, she murmured, "Oh, what a charming, charming man." Yes, I got the job. Or rather, Mum did. Now, as I sit ruminating on things that happened 75 or so years ago, I smile at how differently my grandchildren go about choosing a career, and how much everything has changed. The end.